Guys, we back at chapter 1, y'all.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Narrator, please.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Whatever. Silently go. We're gonna go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yes.
A warning. Before you, she will lie. We're not going to ignore him.
Proceed to the cabin. To the cabin!
The interior of the cabin is all the blade. You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a...
Just checking in on you. Hey, I think we're here to kill you. Hi. We're gonna go with hi again.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
And then she starts...
Come on down.
Okay, sorry.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
She sees the blade in our hand, right? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet. So I'm gonna be like, I haven't decided.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
We're gonna talk again, okay?
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk.
We're gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Unarmed.
Unarmed.
Right.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's
So whatever. Here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? You coming on to me? I feel like that's too forward. But I kind of want to say it. You know? We're gonna try it out.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other.
Oh, she called us
weird. By definition, we have a relationship.
Hi, Ifrit.
Don't just tell her that.
So we told her that she's supposed to end the world, right? Or
is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. You know what? Let's see what happens when we say that.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I have a few more questions.
Fine. What do you want to know?
So she's probably gonna tell us the same thing, right?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Right.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so yeah, that's the same. How long have you been down here? What's your name? She's gonna tell us.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Yeah.
Note the lack. Again.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do
So,
with me?
we've talked.
You know why you're here.
We're gonna slay. Hold on. Okay, period. Sorry. We're gonna slay.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh, and she weaved.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Real hard.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Give up. I'ma give up. I give up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in,
Check
the
our
blade
hands!
falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
Okay, so she doesn't stab us, right? Right? Because she tossed it.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She called us pathetic.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, dang. Chapter 2. The tower. She's in a tower now.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Sure,
If you doesn't
narrator.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
That's
Can we
voice of
tone
the
down
broken.
pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
Oh.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Mm-hmm.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Okay.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Okay. Proceed to the
If
cabin.
that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
All right, and what we got? What we looking at?
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Oh.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
No, we are small.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see.
Once again, we only see the mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward
and
and
then
rub your
there's a
hand.
wall.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
What if we enter the basement without a blade?
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment,
She
you
lighted
almost
incense
feel
down
at
there?
ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Booming voice.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, okay, so the voice is not necessarily like the same.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
We do need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
All right, let's go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Oh, wow.
But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Okay.
The princess towers over you,
Oh.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
You. Sorry.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
No.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Yes.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
She called me her good little bird.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Uh-oh.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
I feel it.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Right. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want, or whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decided to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her. I have questions first. We got questions.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free. This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay. If you're so powerful, what happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Oh, sorry.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
A pet? I can roll over, I do tricks, I speak, I can catch a ball,
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
So what you want me
The
to do?
story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Okay, period. Yeah, no, I get it. I get you.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn. A better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Right. Well, this is our last option. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
Okay.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
This shot of her kind of eats. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
Please hold. I just want to, we're just gonna screenshot potential thumbnail. That's all. It's a potential thumbnail picture, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm a YouTuber now, okay? I'm just doing YouTuber things, okay? YouTuber things. This could be in the thumbnail, y'all. Y'all saw it here. I'll put it in Discord for y'all, okay? I'll put the picture in Discord. Can you remove? Oh, I got the screenshot without my face in it. I got the screenshot without my face in it, okay? I got y'all. I got y'all. Wait, hold on. Let me see what it looks like, actually. History. Ah, okay. It still has that little thing in the corner. Hold on. Copy URL. Okay, and then there you go. I got it for y'all. Woo! Anyways, there's still something in the way, a greasy film inside you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
An echo. An echo. Don't worry about it.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits,
trying to control things that it can't understand.
Dang, she knows about the narrator now.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
I'm sorry, that scream.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
She's controlling the narrator now. Oh my...
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then? I have to. It's over, I'm sorry. I'll just break them.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yes, Mom. Take her hand. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Oh my gosh, our hero is in shambles. He's like, oh my gosh, my queen, my goddess, where'd you go?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. We still ugly, ain't we? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? What do you think of this vessel? What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Oh.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Sorry. I'm ready to go back, I guess.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything, yup. Everything goes dark and then you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Girl, we've been here before.
You make your way up.
Once again, chapter 1.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale.
Into the basement. So this time we ain't got no knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light.
No
in
knife.
The room below.
No blade.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
What is this voice? It's not the hello. Is someone there? It's hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Guys, let's see what we got. Let's see what we get from this. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
She sounds so nice.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
No!
I'm not riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Girl, of course. Let's try. I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I'm not.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, girl, I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here.
Maybe I'm gonna go check.
I'll be here. Good luck.
I'm gonna go check. See if there's a key.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yeah.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh my gosh.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Narrator, you're no
and you won't
fun.
leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
But I don't want to.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Yeah, girl, they got me too.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs.
God dang it!
You're not sure how it made its way down here.
Who
but if
threw
there's
that?
a time to strike, it's now.
Whoever threw that.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's save. Let's just ignore the blade. Save.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Is this going to be any different from the first time we saved her?
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Because we didn't start with the blade.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, let's get out of here. Yes. Oh, 100%.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Narrator, shut up.
No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
you're
your
gonna
body
make me
steps
do it
forward and
again.
raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
No.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Oh, wait, she's gonna kill me because...
This, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
We could have been out of here alive if you just kept that blade upstairs. Okay, but is this gonna be like the same kind of resistance because we didn't bring the blade down, so like her tone was different, or is this path gonna be the same? I'm curious.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Mm-hmm.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and
she's gonna kill us.
Your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Yeah.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
But you aren't dead
you
yet.
Aren't dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Oh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, the damsel. Okay. We never got the damsel
You're
before.
on a path in the woods.
I think, right?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Mm-hmm.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Right. Okay, so let's proceed.
A warning before she will lie. If only you knew what you did to us.
We got smitten back! Yo, we got smitten, y'all. We got smitten on our side, y'all.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Period.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, we got smitten, y'all.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine
I like what you done with the
blade
place.
perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're gonna enter the basement. We enter the basement. No
The
knife.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
We still got soft boys.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hey, girl.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Hero's not a
We
hero's
don't
not a
even know
lover,
the
bruh.
princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Whatever.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
She
princess.
looks more princess-like
There's
now.
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
She's all like,
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
my lady.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're
She said we're dashing. Period.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It sure does. This feels like a noble steed. She called me a noble steed.
Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Period. He sure did.
Well, she killed us.
No, but it was his fault.
only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
I got you in a second,
What
Josh.
matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Okay.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Yeah, we definitely doomed. How many worlds have we doomed at this point? We've been playing the game for 2 hours, 43 minutes. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world? I'm sorry about what happened last time. Narrator who sent me down here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess. I kind of want to say this, but what if we just, like, what if she thinks there's still something wrong with us and she has to kill us again, like she has to sacrifice us again? We should just skip to rescuing. Look at her! She's so cute!
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Yada yada.
And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
For the story, because somebody has, her brave hero has to come through and save her for the plot. If she saved herself, that wouldn't be, you know, a typical damsel in distress story.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature, or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder?
The devil on your shoulder.
What you can and cannot do.
We gotta follow the voice.
I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her binding.
I like this one. Yeah.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
Oh, sorry. Return.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, girl.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
A hug! Ah! We got a hug, y'all!
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would
Narrator,
be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
We got the power of love on our side, y'all.
What do we do now?
We leave. We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Yes.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Say that again!
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
We're gonna bust this door down. We're gonna bust this door down with what? The power of love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
It don't matter.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Let them know.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together, cause it's about us, y'all. It's about us. Or do I open it by myself? No. We must push it together with the strength of our love.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Yeah.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm talking about.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Don't look at that blade, girl.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I am.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Keep hating.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
Yeah, Sherry, we're supposed to slay the princess.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. What if we stayed here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Guess what he said? Obviously.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Your love will set you free is the achievement I got in the corner.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
What's happening? Game. The nothingness is The nothingness is coming. The nothingness.
Where did everything go?
The nothingness is yo, you can stop. Yo.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
All right. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Do you think that anything is real out there?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, and when I find him,
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Interesting. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Do you... I'm ready to go back. How many times? Wait, what happens if we just say destroy your body? Take my body, girl. I'm curious. You raise your will to... Oh, yeah, you raise your will to end your life. But as it buries into the space, your body should be... You feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently plucks the instrument from your hands.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, okay.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
We got one more run, and then we finally understand? This is the final run? This is it?
You're on a path in the woods.
Girl, let me sit down.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. What if I just turn around and leave? What if that's our final run? We just turn around and we F right on off.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I sure don't.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path
He done made me go anyway.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back.
Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh. Or turn around again, leave again. No, because we gonna keep doing this little dancey dance and he gonna keep making me go to the cabin. So let's just, is fine.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning. She will fortunate. We can't just
Proceed. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't want to take the blade, y'all. I don't. Cause if we take the blade, we get like the mean one, and then if we don't take it, we get like the sweet one. But I don't necessarily want to be the smitten voice again. I just want to help her. But you know, I didn't say blade. I said blade. I kind of just want to enter the basement. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. Her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, Gold, did you not hear her the first time she sounded like that?
Coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you. Continue down the stairs. I think we're just gonna continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if she liked that. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words
Oh,
before
she didn't like that either.
responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay, that she was nicer, but same answer.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
If I'm the first person you see in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. If I'm the first person, what?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
You didn't like that question either. I was just curious, girl, cause girl, you ain't have no food, no water.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Right. Hi, Poke. So Princess is your name? I don't know anything about you. I'm going to keep you. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. So I think I'm gonna say this, right?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Sure don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Right.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Right.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made it, or you won't like what happened.
Slay the princess, save the princess. We're gonna save her. Save.
Fine.
Save.
Against your better, you cut into the blade is sharp, and it takes her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets your.
Okay.
How is she still smiling?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No,
The door is locked.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the
Right.
world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Okay, so what if here she's all like, what are you doing? You know, she don't got that dog in her like in the other runs, right? So what if we just slay? I don't know if she's gonna fight back. We haven't. The last time we dealt with this version of the princess, we were just lovers and we were like, nah, we not doing it. So we're just gonna slay. Also, yeah, the other versions of her, she definitely got hands.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
But she dodged.
But she's fast.
She
ducks
is
to
fast.
the floor, your
Oh,
blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
uh-oh, we've awakened the other version of her.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
I don't think it's gonna kill her.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Oh, she's a witch, y'all. She's a.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A warning. She will. Don't want.
Y'all, what is happening? Let's see what happens.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is... No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into.
No blade. I'm just gonna see what the witch is going. What the witch is like.
Sure, that was also true last time, and we still died. But we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
No.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Oh, we got the opportunist on our side.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Okay.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
She has a tail?
Entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Narrator, we've been through this.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Yes.
Is it all behind us?
No.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
I don't think she's gonna be happy
Don't
with this.
talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about the last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you made mistakes. I get that you're not, I get the sense you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill. So, why don't we talk this out? I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know. Things got messy last time. But I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you the last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. The door's gonna lock. That's not a good option. Okay. I'm sorry about... which one? I don't know which one to say. I'm sorry about last time. I'm sorry. I'ma just apologize.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Look, I know, Yo, I'm gonna try this one. She's probably gonna hate this one.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up.
Mm-hmm.
I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Right.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Right. Why? I don't trust you. I died last time. I didn't bring, Can't you get out of those chains? Okay.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrists.
And she's free, y'all!
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Yo, opportunist, please.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Okay.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Right.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
I ain't doing nothing.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Right.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Right. I low-key want her to go up first. I don't want to turn my back on her. You ladies first. Ladies first. No, but we have to show her a test of good faith, you know? So I guess step. I'm gonna step onto the stairs. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No, I should tell her you first. Okay.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Okay.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first or we stay here. Up to you. Ooh, we gotta stand on it. Girl, we might have to stand on this. Okay.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck.
She's sniffing me.
What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Yes, ma'am.
Eyes on the back of her head? Does she really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her...
Step onto the stairs.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking
I'm
it.
not.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift. I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Now you'd pull the tail. Stop.
But something catches her eye. Oh no. Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
No, opportunist, no! Look at her.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
She slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Please just let me out. I promise I won't be mad.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped.
Force the door, try the door. Force the door?
You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge. Why isn't he saying anything?
Uh-oh.
I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Once again, she's cold. Okay.
She's gone. And is that a...
Approach the mirror. Okay, how are we looking now?
This... If he thinks it's bad...
Gaze. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure. A faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
The narrator? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Does it hurt? I'm sorry. I don't want to destroy you.
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh. You just keep on breaking. And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. We're the long quiet, y'all. Hi, Danny. How am I supposed to rid the world of death?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
What are you if you're not me? I'm sorry, I don't want. Are you part of me? I'm pretty sure death is good, important even. Why would you want to rid the world of death? Right? Because people are mortals. Like, you can't just give everybody
immortality. If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
But living forever, I don't know. Death gives meaning to life. Interesting. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Who cares about dying? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, did they know about this? What if neither of us leave this place? How did you die? Many of the times I met you, you denied it. I just will her. Are you part of me? I guess.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world. The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable.
Yeah, he's like a bird-looking thing.
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever.
Nah, I can't get down with immortality.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. One last time, y'all. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too, girl. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in your limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
She says she loves us. Y'all. Oh my gosh. She love me, y'all. Hold on. All of these illustrations in this game are like really cool. Like all the I know we were laughing about like the big images of her like when she was in her Dommy Mommy era, but like all of these like shots like this, no, they're really cool. This game is really cool. Hold on, let me just get one more potentially for the... Let me just one more time. One more again. And we're gonna take her hand! All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. We step into the infinite, right? You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear, or you and she are finally home. We finished, y'all! Hooray! Black Tabby Games, you ate that, yo! You ate that up. Period. That was so good. Hooray! Sherry, you're gonna have to watch it on YouTube. That's a totally different ending. Ooh. I'm gonna have to go back and see. Hooray! Uploaded to, oh my gosh. Do not rush me. I have to edit out my bathroom breaks and things, please. Okay. My dad came in with Leo. I gotta edit that out. All right. Don't rush me. I will, Sherry. You just have to be patient. Oh my goodness. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Wait, I'm sorry. So, question. This is considered the good ending, and they said it don't count? Because that's what the achievement said. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order. Nice. You've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus. It's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. Ooh, they say you could go in again and again. Return to the main menu. They say you can go in and again and again and again, again and again and again and again and again and again. Period. Well, guys, that was Slay the Princess. Oh my goodness. I had a fun time with this one. Thank you for hanging out with me and watching and going through all that foolishness, the ups and downs and the, you know. This was fun. Hooray! And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time for whatever game I play next. Period.